right, guys, welcome to Fantasy Nuts. My name's Luke Evans. This is my Week 6 quarterback tight end rankings. So this week, I will be taking and fielding questions in the comments below, or if you want to reach out to me on my Twitter, at fantasy_nuts, I will answer your questions. Get at me. I'd love to answer some questions, start, sit, anything you may have, waiver wire, whatever it is. Get at me. I'll get back at you, I promise. All right, guys, if you like the content, thumbs up, subscribe, comment below, all that good stuff. Let's talk about it. All right, guys, here's my top 10 QBs. We're going to talk about the highlighted ones. Patrick Mahomes going against Washington. That defense is a dumpster fire. We are going all in on Patrick Mahomes this week. Listen, he just came off a bad week against Buffalo. Or a pedestrian week. Let's not call it a bad week. It's bad for his standards. But he is going to want to come out just like an Aaron Rodgers did after week 1. And he's going to want to throw all over this D. I wouldn't doubt he comes out and throws 7 touchdowns. Pat Mahomes, my number 1. All right, I got Josh Allen at 2, Tom Brady at 3. Let's talk about Herbert at 4. This guy has been nothing short of amazing. He threw for 4, rushed for 1 last week. Weeks before, he's just been awesome. Even the first 2 weeks of the season, he threw for 300 yards. He just only got 1 touchdown. Now he's getting it in the end zone. Mike Williams is looking awesome. Keenan Allen's a stud, obviously. Jared Cook's coming into his tight end role here. Austin Eckler's one of the best receiving running backs in the league. This is going to be a game against Baltimore. I'm excited for it. I got Kyler at 5, got Lamar Jackson at 6. Let's talk about Jalen Hurts at 7. Hey, Jalen Hurts is playing Tampa Bay. So Jalen Hurts has shown that in the last 5 minutes of a game, he can still come and give you 20-some-odd fantasy points. So, listen, last week was awful for him, but he still got it done at the end of the game with 2 rushing touchdowns. So, you got to love the way Jalen Hurts can bounce back even at the end of a game. I think Tampa Bay is not one of the best passing defenses. Jalen Hurts is going to have a way better week this week, passing-wise. And he has his legs. He's going to be chasing Tom Brady's massive amount of touchdowns that he's going to throw against that Philly D. Even though that Philly D is good, in a sense, through the air, Tom Brady is better. So he's going to torch him. Jalen will be behind. He's going to be chasing points. He's going to get his. I like him at 7. I got Dak at 8, Stafford at 9, and Aaron Rodgers rounds it off. All right, let's go over my next list here, 11 through 20. I got Taylor Heinicke at number 11. You're playing him because he's all same reason you'd play Jalen Hurts. He's going to be chasing Patrick Mahomes' touchdowns. He's really good with his legs. He's super athletic. We've talked about him being in the top 5% of athletics in the league. So this is a great matchup, a great play. I think anybody with quarterback problems, Danny Dimes, Russell Wilson, if Danny Dimes doesn't play, I still like him over Danny Dimes. So I would play Taylor Heinicke this week, top 10 or 11. I have him at 11, but I wouldn't argue with somebody putting him in the top 10. So, all right, I got Joe Burrow at 12, and I got Trevor Lawrence at 13. Trevor Lawrence plays Miami. Miami is shown to be pretty inept through the air, passing defense-wise. So I like this play this week. I think you can stick him in your lineup if you are feeling risky in a 12-man, but if you're in a 16, you play him. I got Sam Darnold at 14, Carson Wentz 15, Daniel Jones I got at 16. Let's talk about Ben Roethlisberger. Listen, I like Big Ben this week. I don't think a lot of people realize that Big Ben has got a good matchup, and he did pretty decent last week. I like Big Ben against Seattle. So Seattle's D is awful. It's just awful. And I live in Washington, so I don't like saying that. But listen, Big Ben's going to have a pretty good game this week. He's going to use Deontay. He's going to use Najee Harris. Claypool probably has a great game. I like Big Ben. Finishing off the list, we got Kirk Cousins at 18, Derek Carr 19, and Teddy Bridgewater at 20. All right, guys, let's talk about my top 10 tight ends. Again, we're going to talk about the highlighted. Travis Kelce 1, Darren Waller 2. Let's talk about Mark Andrews. Man, Mark Andrews just had a day last week, right? I mean, 2 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions. This guy was amazing. He's starting to look like the top tight end in the league that everybody kind of drafted at the beginning of the year, too. This guy's pretty great. I love Mark Andrews at 3. I got T.J. Hockenson at 4, Dawson Knox at 5. Let's talk about Dalton Shultz going against New England. And Dalton Shultz has just been Dak's safety blanket. I almost think Dalton Shultz is a better play than CeeDee Lamb maybe this week. New England's pass D isn't bad. So Dalton Schultz is a great play. He's so good. I mean, like, it just stinks to kind of see him sucking them targets away from CeeDee Lamb to me because I have hit CeeDee Lamb. But Dalton Schultz is a great play. Top 6 tight end easy. Mike Gesicki's been looking good at number 7, especially with Brissett in. But I don't know if that's going to change if Tua plays. We'll see. Zach Ertz, we're going to talk about at 8 because Goddard is out. I love it. I have Ertz on the team. I just got him because Logan Thomas went down. So, awesome. This is going to be a great play this week. Goddard's out. Zach Ertz already gets like 8 targets a game. This is going to be a good play. I got Noah Fant at 9, Tyler Higbee at 10. All right, let's talk about Hunter Henry at number 11. Hunter Henry has been amazing, right? I mean, the last few weeks he's been nothing but the best target for Mac Jones. So, top 11 for sure. Jared Cook, we talked about how we love Justin Herbert. He's been finding Jared Cook. He's been getting Jared Cook the ball. Jared Cook has been looking amazing too, just kind of positioning himself to get those passes the way he does. He's pretty awesome. So, Jared Cook at 12. All right, here's the rest of the list here until I get to 20. We got Tyler Conklin, 13, Robert Tonyan, 14, Ricky Seals-Jones, 15, Dan Arnold, 16, Junno Smith, 17, Evan Ingram, 18, David Njoku, 19. Let's talk about Alie-Cox. Listen, Alie-Cox has got a great matchup this week. I want to talk about him because of that. This guy has been awesome the last few weeks as far as Carson Wentz is finding him and he's getting the ball. This week he plays Houston. They're one of the worst defenses against tight ends. I think Alie-Cox has a top 20 day at the very least. He might even be in the top 10. I like Alie-Cox as a play this week. All right, guys, that wraps up my Week 6 tight end QB rankings. If you like the content, hit a thumbs up and subscribe. If you have any questions, start sit or otherwise, leave a comment below or get at me on my Twitter at fantasy_nuts on the screen here. And I will get at you. All right? We'll talk about it. I promise. All right, guys. Hey, appreciate you joining Luke Evans on Fantasy Nuts. Stay Fantasy Nuts.